We are continue with the previous session, which has been cut off. And we're talking about body offering of the 7 offering. Okay, so with good merit, we have positive good merit and negative good merit. With negative good merit, we also have positive of the negative and the negative of the negative. So these are not the normal positive negative energy that we often talk about. Is just good merit. Okay. So after the good merit that we going to use after we leave this body, okay, the good merit that we going to take with us, it's going to take with us after we leave this body, that is positive good merit. Positive good merit. And the good merit that we are using during this lifetime at the moment in this body, we call it negative, because as we're using it, so it's gone. Negative good merit. And the good merit, we're going to save it, so later on when we move to our next lifetime after we leave this body, then it's called positive good merit. Obviously, this is based on the religious perspective of Buddhism. Okay, let's continue. And in negative, we have 2 parts of negative as well. With positive negative, whoever done a lot of good deed, do a lot of charity work, and want many people to know about it, then we said that's good merit. That's negative good merit is positive. It's not good, it's not bad. Okay, just like a participant shared earlier, when she does something good, she wants everyone to know about it. When she uses something good, she wants everyone to know about it. So she tell about all the good deed that she does, or the good charity work that she does. So a lot of people know about that, and hopefully they can continue to do similar meaningful work as well. So and sometimes people building up their brand, and that's why they want that everyone to know about their good work. Okay? And if you have fame, if you have certain personal brand, right, and you do a lot of good deed, okay, then those people, they utilize their good merit in terms of fame. Okay, fame, and a person, they have a positive positive part in their negative good merit is called fame, right? It's called fame. So people accumulate good merit, but depend on your nature, your human nature, depend on your human nature, whether you are into wealth, you are into form, you are into identity, you are into eating or resting, then your good merit in this lifetime will express outside in terms of in terms of wealth, form, identity, eating or resting. Okay, if you are into identity, then your good merit in this lifetime will express outside, express outwardly, as in terms of fame, in terms of your personal branding. Is very popular, and that's why we unable to calculate. Okay, we should not calculate how much good deed we have, good merit we have, and how much good deed we have done, right? What we should do is just apply the 7 offerings every single day. Okay, so we can accumulate good merit, and that if that good merit being used in this lifetime, we said that is negative good merit, and if that good merit is saving for our next lifetime, then we said that is positive good merit. Okay, and the negative good merit we use in this lifetime. And if a lot of people know all of the good deeds that we done, all of the good deeds, all of the good work, all of the good charity work that we done in this life, a lot of people know about it, is positive. Okay, and all of that good merits we use in this lifetime can be exchanged, expressed into wealth or your talent. Okay, talent. And negative good merit in the direction of negative, that means you are silently doing it. You are silently doing your accumulating your good merit. Okay, you still accumulate good merit into your total, into your blocks of merit, but it doesn't express outside in terms of fame, it doesn't express outside in terms of wealth, it doesn't express outside in terms of form. Okay, so wherever you accumulate good merit, okay, is expressed there, because as a human being we have 16 human natures, and within those 16 natures, whichever you interested in, okay, is we express there. So and we have 5 human natures that most of us interested in, that is wealth, and wealth expressed in terms of talent and money, and form expressed in terms of beauty and appearance, with identity is expressed in terms of fame in our life, and eating is expressed in terms of we be able to eat a lot of good food, and resting, which means we can enjoy good sleeping in a very extravagant, expensive bed in a beautiful paradise, something like that. Okay, you have a very comfortable lifestyle. So that is with human nature, which if we into resting, and whichever we into is we express. Okay, all our good merit we express in that section. Okay, and a person who silently doing all of the good deeds and no one know about it, if that person is into eating human nature, then they will receive all of the extravagant food in the world. Okay, and if they are into wealth, into money, then all of the good merit will be expressed in terms of money. Do you know why all of the teachers, all of the staffs in wit, okay, are having little to no money? Because if they focus on using their good merit to exchange for, express in terms of money, to exchange for money, then other parts will lack good merit to be used. And because we are not the types of people which have unlimited good merit. Right. A person with unlimited good merit, they have so much good merit. Okay, a lot of good merit in all aspects of life. And therefore, thầy limited the money enjoyment of all the teacher in which leave off. Okay, so that's why thầy limited all the teacher to live off their wealth, their money. Okay. And they need to use that good merit to put it into marriage, into their talent, to grow their talent, to have a harmonious relationships. Okay. So, and in terms of wealth, all the teachers just have enough money to live, pass a day. Okay. Yeah, live day to day, live from day to day. Live from day to day. Sống vào ngày. Live from day to day. And someone in the Zoom said that the singer Hà Anh Tuấn in Vietnam, he do all of the good deeds and do not want to have fame. And cô Quế Minh said that's funny because everyone know about him because he's a famous singer, right? So that is the operating principles of our human life. And we don't really know all of that at this moment, that this knowledge belongs to cosmological view. So at the moment, we're not really comprehensive all of this yet. But within our knowledge, we know that all of the good merit that we done, of the good deeds that we done, of the 7 offerings that we done, okay, if we use it after we leave this body, then it's called positive good merit. And if we currently use it in this lifetime, we call it negative good merit. So it's not good, not bad, anything. Okay, all of them is good. Okay, and within the negative good merits, we have a group of people who want other people to know about their good deeds. Okay, and that we express as fame in this lifetime. And there's a group of people who do all the good deeds silently and no one know about it. Okay, because the thing is that if you do good deeds and a lot of people know about it, then obviously you make people happy, and if people are happy, you accumulate good merit, right? But if you do it silently and no one know about it, then okay, you make no one happy. And because no one know about it. But obviously, if people receive our 7 offerings, they still happily receiving it. Okay, they still happily receiving it. So whichever part that is showed express into our life, it depends on whichever we're interested in. Okay. And in which teacher often tell everyone to limit the enjoyment of their wealth, their fame, and let it express in terms of health, their body, their beauty. Okay, so they can have good health to share this knowledge so many people. Okay, and have beauty to attract people. Right. So therefore they limited good merit to express in terms of wealth and identity as much as possible. Take example, if you live in a house where you have many family members, and if you go into the toilet, you use toilet, right? Every time you go into the toilet, you see that someone didn't flush the toilet, and then you get angry and you shout out loud that who did that, who done that, okay? And which mean what? Which mean that everyone in the house already form a bad merit. Everyone in the house form bad merit. Okay, because you get angry, and when you shout out, everyone get irritated. So therefore, everyone form bad merit. But if you go into the toilet and you see that someone didn't flush, then you just silently flush it. Okay. So it doesn't matter how many times you still do it. Okay. Then you still accumulate good merit. Okay, because the person come in after you use the toilet after you, they comfortable using it, and because you have done your good deed, right? So this belongs to our human nature, right? So with me, my human nature, whatever I can do, I will do it. Whatever I can solve, I resolve it. Okay, I don't bother. Okay, because I know that I will accumulate good merit, and I don't need anyone to know about it. So apart from the people who doesn't like fame, they do all the good deeds silently. Okay, otherwise in our daily life, whatever we can do, just do it. Do not screaming about it. Do not complaining about it. Do not be annoyed about it. Okay. So in your house, in your family, if you have children, you have everyone. Making a mess or something, and you basically just silently go cleaning it up, okay? And otherwise, don't cleaning it up and then start screaming, scolding your kid, right? Because you had just done a good deed, and then you scolding your kid, and all of that good merit has gone. Okay, so you doing a good things, doesn't matter if it's big or if it's small, you'll be able to accumulate good merit. Okay, right. So and then you're wanting an imagination about which part, then it will express into it. There's are people who have a lot of money, right? Whichever they do, is returned into money. Whatever they do, it's automatically turning into money. So those people, they have a lot of good merit, which be expressed, be turned into money. Okay. So those people, they continue to work on their work to save their good merit and use that merit to turn into money. And they make a lot of money, they make a whole heap mountain of money, but then their marriage is broken. They lack good health, right? They have so much problem in different aspects of life. Because why? because all of their good merits has been transferred, expressed in terms of money already, and eventually they think that money is bad, money is the root of evil, money is not good. Okay, it's not that. It's because all of their good merit has been exchanged into money already. Okay, money has no problem, only because people want to turn their good merit into money. Okay, so we know about this, we understand about this. What for? Is it good? Is it wrong that we know this knowledge? Yes. Okay, but what do we know this knowledge for? Why do we need to know about this knowledge? Not for us to calculate how much good merit we should exchange, but in order for us to know that we need to apply the 7 holistic offerings into our life daily, just like we breathe. Okay, guys, we do not calculate how much offering can exchange into good merit. Okay, and we know that the good deeds, all of the good deeds that you done, doesn't matter whether it's big or small. Okay, you just go ahead and do it. Okay, whether people know about it or don't know about it, you still do it. And after you have a lot of good merit already, then what do we need in this life? What do we need in this life? We need a balanced life. Yes, remember that we need a balanced life. We want a balanced life. Okay, so do not exchange it to something else too much. Okay, do not go for something else, for something particular, for too much. Okay, but aim to achieve balance. Okay, so therefore just do all the good deeds without thinking. To do 7 offering without thinking. Sometimes you walk outside in the street and you saw rubbish. Okay, instead of saying that, oh, who have done that is so bad, right? Just quietly, silently picking up the rubbish, put it in the bin. Okay, but if you leave it there for the cleaner, the public cleaner to do it, then it is their good merit to accumulate. Right. So if you can do it, go ahead and do it. If you are unable to do it, then do not let your inner state go negative. Do not let your inner state go negative. Okay, remember that. Remain the balanced inner state. There are nothing in this world can affect your inner state. Otherwise, you will utilize. Okay. Otherwise, you will use your good merit at the wrong place. So today we clarify this. Okay. Okay, anyone want me to clarify this further? Okay, let's make everything as simple as much as possible. Yes. All of our good offering, of our good offering that we done, face offering, eyes offering, speech offering, heart offering, space offering, body offering, position offering, all of them can accumulate good merit. Whether people know about it or don't know about it, we still accumulate good merit. Okay, and in this life we will enjoy it. Then we call it good negative good merit. And we enjoy it after we leave this body, we call it positive good merit, and that's it, right? And in negative good merit, there are 2 ways to express it. If we done all of the good deed, and a lot of people know about it, we call it positive, and if positively. And if no one know about it, then we call it negatively. Okay. Okay, so with the negative directions of negative good merit, right? We're going to talk about this a little bit more. Okay, right? Because sometimes people think that, oh, if I do something that make people happy, then I accumulate good merit. Okay, but if I do something that no one know, then I do good deed and no one know, then I might not be able to accumulate good merit. Then maybe I don't need to do it, right? But however, remember that there will be many people having the benefits of what you done. Okay, so eventually you still accumulate good merit because people be able to enjoy it, right? Okay, so because everything is positive and negative energy anyway, so if it's aligned with us, then it will come back to us. And regards our wanting imagination about wealth, form, identity, eating, resting, okay, we should keep it balanced. If it's too much on one side, then it will lack on the other side. If go too much, but unless we have too much good merit, okay, it's still expressed into wealth, expressed into form, expressed into identity, expressed into eating and resting, and we still have a lot of good merit left. Okay, then if we want to have that, then we should continue to create so much value into society. We know that in our society there are a lot of people are beautiful, they have a lot of people admire them, they have a good harmonious marriage, they have talent, they eat all of the extravagant food, and they sleep and live in a palace, okay, expensive places, right? Okay, I mean, at least in which I have met few people like that, and I admire them so much. They go anywhere they go, people love them. They do not show off their life, but everyone admire them wherever they go. And those are people, we call them holistic wealth. I call them holistic wealth, and I actually see them in my life. Okay, see them in reality. So, okay. So there's a participant said that his mom bought her mother bought a chicken, and she gonna kill the chicken to make a meal for the family. And before her mother to manage to do that, she let the chicken go, and then her mother scold her. Okay, because she want her mother to avoid killing animal. Okay, and her mom said that her mother said that, oh, she want to end the chicken animal life, and hopefully the chicken will live another life as a human being. Okay, so who's right, who's wrong here? Okay, and comment said there's no right nor wrong here. Why do you want to find out who's right, who's wrong in this instance? What for? What's for? If we said that your mom is wrong, then you may go and tell your mom off. But if you are wrong, then it's not either. This is just our own point of view. It's not right or wrong here, just our own point of view. Okay, each of us, we have different point of view. Okay, there's no right, no wrong, just like this. Okay, can you tell me what number is this? Can you tell me what number is this? Okay, so some of you may say it's number 6, right? Okay, But if I put it like this, then it's number 9, right? So depend on which side you are standing. If you stand on that side, it's number 6. This side is number 9. So the same with the story of between you and your mother. If you ask me, it's right or wrong, and depend on your point of view and your mother point of view. There's no right and wrong here. Okay. So we are a human being, and we live in this physical world, and just live in the normal physical world. Okay. Just live in the normally. There's many people in this life, they have a perspective that's animal, okay, is nutrition for human being. Animal is nutrition for people, okay. So because of the animal, we be able to nourish ourselves. Okay, so there's some people have to do the jobs of killing the animal. Okay, but we are the person who want to eat it, and we make other people and we let other people kill the animal for us. So if we keep calculating things like that, then I know because you don't want to kill animal, right? But you still want to eat animal food. So someone else have to do the jobs of killing it. And if you pushing that job for someone to do, that's killing action for someone to do, and then you said, oh, I don't kill the animal. That's not quite right, isn't it? Okay. And therefore, some people, they turn into vegan, right? Then we can also say that even plant, even vegetable, plant, tree, is a being. It is a being. Okay, it might still feel some. I don't know if it says feel something, but it's still a being. Okay, it's still alive. A plant is still alive until we take it off, cut it off. Yeah. Okay, so if we continue to debate about this, we might stop eating once and for all. Okay, so obviously people still said that some people said have a different perspective for us to feel safe in order to eat vegetable and fruit. That is the animal nature. So we have, as a human being, with human nature. With the animal, they have animal nature, right? Okay, animal, they have spiritual. They have their spiritual nature. And the bigger the animal, the bigger it is. The smarter the animal, the smarter it is. So some people, they do not want to eat animal, and that's why, and they just eat plant, vegetable, and fruit, and maybe they eat an egg or something. Okay, drinking milk, but that's all. Right? Because there are so many people in this earth, they want to protect all living and being, but they still need to eat, right? Otherwise, how can they live? Yeah, so the question that you ask me, it's just like you taking this number out and ask me whether it's number 9 or number 6, okay? So in my point of view now, it's number 6, but in your point of view, it's maybe number 9, okay? Right. But in your case, if I tell you that, oh, you done the right thing, let's tell your whole family to go and eat vegetable and eat fruit for the rest of this life, right, and stop eating animal once and for all. Can you really do that? I mean, so depend on your perspective, yeah. So depend on your perspective, your view, your point of view, and your mother point of view. Because if we're looking at things in our point of view and we force other people to looking in our point of view, that is unacceptable. I mean, that is not simple to do. Okay. So we can't say that other people are evil. Okay. And we don't say that if you eat animal, just eat animal. Don't say that, oh, it's evil to eat animal. And don't say that we are helping the animal to have a better afterlife. Okay. Our teacher told me that I'm not allowed to say that. If we eat, then we eat, but if we had to pay a price, then we pay the price. Okay, we can't say that we make it, we help it to live a better afterlife. Okay. Right. So I said yes to the teacher, and then I didn't say anything else after that. Okay, but so teachers pointing that out to me. So if you want to eat fish and you kill fish to eat, right? So you kill a little animal a little bit, okay? But because you want to satisfy your wanting and imagination on about eating, so you have to pay that price sometime in the future anyway. Sometime later, okay, you might have to pay it if you accumulate too much good merit, and that good merit is a lot, is overcome all of the bad merit. Then because you have too much positive, too much good merit, then it doesn't, then it may overcome the bad merit that you form. Okay. And there's no career that's create good merit or bad merit. Any career, any jobs, any occupancy that we do help create value for society, for people, that is good enough. So that means you already accumulate good merit. So do not ask whether these jobs or the other jobs bring us more or less good merit. Okay. These are, we do not have the terms that we lose our good merit. Okay, there's no such thing as losing good merit. There's only accumulating good merit, accumulating forming bad merit. That's all. Okay, so when you use your good merits, you exchange it in terms of wealth, form, identity, eating, and resting. That's all. It turns into so all our good merit we accumulate is a positive energy, and then those positive energies we exchange it into the material we want to, we exchange it into the factor that we want to have in our life. Okay, right. And we attract things have the same frequency, have attract things and people align with our frequency, so we attract them into our life. Okay, so what should we attract? It depends on our interest, okay, depend on our wanting and imagination about wealth, form, identity, eating and resting. Okay, So we do not lose our good merit if we kill a cockroach, for example, right? We do not lose our good merit, okay? Because there's no such thing as losing good merit. There's only term of accumulating good merit and forming bad merit. Okay, so if you're killing an ant, a mosquito, a cockroach, you do not lose any good merit. Okay, you just are forming bad merit, maybe. But if you make someone else unhappy about it, you kill a cockroach and then you didn't clean it up, you're making a mess on the floor, and then someone has to clean that mess up, and they're very unhappy about it, then you're forming bad merit. Okay. According to Buddhism, okay, if people kill animal, then so if anyone is in Buddhist, if you are Buddhist disciple, then they said that if you kill animal, you may carry the karmic, the killing karma. You may involve, karma of killing karma. Okay, karma of taking life, killing karma, and they do not want to do it, right? They do not want to have the killing karma, so that's why they didn't want to accumulate bad merit in killing karma, right? Unless someone use cockroach, have a raise a cockroach at pet. I know that someone use frog. Someone raise frog as a pet. Someone raise very weird animal as a pet. A lion. Someone raises lions as a pet as well. Okay, right. So and there's a people in some said that okay, just eat. It doesn't matter what you eat as long as you eat and you do good deed. You create value for people, and that's a good living already. Okay, and even the food that we eat, right? And some people said that if you have cold body and if you eat this food and that food, it's not good for your body. Then I used to say that as well. But my teacher said that no, if you have that food in front of you and you got to eat it, then honoring gratitude toward it, okay, then there's no problem with that food. Okay, so we do not have to pondering and worrying, calculating what we eat every day. Okay, the teacher told me that if it's possible and convenient, we can eat 5 colors. It's 5 colors. Okay, so 5 colors. That means it will be 5 different types of food already. Okay, so that will not get us entangled into the idea that we have to eat something that positive and negative, something that hot or cold. Okay. There's another participant said that okay, said that all about resentment, arrogant, angry, delusion, stubbornness, okay, will make us sexual misconduct, will make us lose our good merit. Okay, so we just say that, but if we have to explain it, then because when we arrogant, resentment, angry, delusion, sexual misconduct, and those all sort of that, our energies go and negative goes negative. We accumulate negative energy, and if negative energy appear, then positive energy disappear. Yeah. So the interaction between those energy, okay, that's basically we're saying it is we burned all of our good merit. Okay, we're just using those words, saying those words as a metaphor. Okay, in terms of scientific, we can say that because there too much negative energy, we don't actually receive any positive energy at all. Okay, so we have the circle of positive, negative. If there are too much negative in it, then the positive will compress, right, and eventually disappear. And because all of the factors of resentment, arrogance, angry, delusion, sexual misconduct, they all are what inside of us. Okay, and they are the energy inside of us, and then it's expressed outwardly. Is that okay? Right? Every time we talk about good merit, balanced merit, you guys concern a lot. Okay, you guys show too much interest in this because it's help us to have a good life or not, right? So we explain this a bit so we understand deeper. Otherwise, we don't actually talk about it in our daily life. What we talk about is how to live in inner peace, how to be tolerant, how to live with honoring gratitude, okay, how to bring light into our life, how to expand our level of wisdom and bring it up, raise it up to wisdom level 3, okay. And then all of this will disappear. All of the negative will disappear. It's just like light and darkness. The moment that turn on the light, darkness will disappear. The moment you have wisdom level 3, you stop all the resentment, arrogance, okay, sexual misconduct, and angry delusion. So we do not find a way to remove of the factors that affect our good merit, right? Okay. All right. So bodies offerings mean giving through the acts of kindness, and we're saying this to affirm one more time that whatever we do that is benefit other, we go ahead and do it whether people know about it or not, because they all accumulate good merit. Okay, and with body offering we often do it in our daily life. So let's notice we're going to offer material, our competency, and our perspective. Okay, there is a beggar. And there is a beggar sitting on the side of the road, and two gentlemen walk past. They see the beggar and they give the beggar money so he can go home with his family and no longer have to sit there. Okay, and then later on they go home and tell their friend that they give the beggar money. Okay, okay, so So those two gentlemen went home joyfully, and he told his friend about the good deed that they have done. And then his friend shook their head and said to him, what you did may not be truly good. Okay, believe me, I show you tomorrow. Tomorrow you come back, and he will still sit there to beg. Yeah? And these two gentlemen said that, okay, then we should give him a lot of money so he can have enough money to eat for a whole week, and he doesn't have to go to beg for money anymore. Then the second day, the next day, they returned, and they saw the beggar again sitting there, begging again. Okay, and then they give the beggar lots of money, enough for him to live throughout the week, without go begging. And then they tell their friend again, and the friend said that no, if you go back there tomorrow, the guy's still sitting there. Okay, and the next day, because and the friend said that is, you know why? Because if you because he's the beggar. So if you give him the money, if you do not give him money, he will sit there to beg. If you give him a lot of money, he may buy a bicycle and continue to go to beg for money. If you give him a lot of money, he will buy a motorbike and continue to go to beg. Right? If you give him like a lot of money, then he may buy a motorbike, and then he going to invite his friend to go and beg for money as well. Because if we give people materials, that is so giving money is the lowest level, giving competencies is the middle level, and giving perspective is the highest level. Okay, so if you want to help someone, if you really want to help someone, if you truly want to help someone, then the peak of body offerings is giving them the perspective, life perspective, giving them life perspective. Because if we only help them materially, then without that material, they come back to the original self. And if you observe this world, you will see that in the places that people often be given charity, given help, given from other people, their life is never getting any better. The people who often receive help, receive charity, receive help from other people, their life often never get any better. So remember, when we give material, when we do body offering, okay, in terms of material, is the lowest level of giving money. Giving money, giving materially is the lowest level. Material is the lowest level. Giving competency of skills is middle level. Is okay. And if we give perspective, This is highest level. So if you can give all of these trees, that's the best. Okay, that's the best if you can give all of these three. There's some people it's best to give them material, give them money if people are suffering in materially, and you continue to give them perspective, it doesn't help at all, right? So sometimes we heard the saying that we give them a bread, a package inside with moral philosophy. Moral philosophy. Okay. Okay. So if we are giving them a baguette, okay, baguette wrap inside is the moral philosophy. Okay. So if we do that, then but the things that we cannot continue to give them material all the time. Okay. Okay. When people are at their worst, we must give them food first before we can do something else. Okay, and so otherwise they will not come to us. So firstly, we must fill up their tummy. But if we continue to give them material and food all the time, right, material only help them to overcome that worst moment in their life. But when their life already getting better, they have food to eat already, then we can give them competency, the ability to work, a skill to do something. Then that's help them to do, to be able to earn a living for themselves. Okay, right. But with this competency, is only become efficiently when people have the right perspective, appropriate perspective. Therefore, we have people often say the term that you give the baguette wrapped inside moral philosophy. Okay, so we discussed on this further in order to understand the reason why we said that we're giving material is the lowest level. In the lowest level, middle level, highest level, they're all good. Okay, lowest level, you still giving people value. Okay, it's just little value, a little bit more value, and the most value if we give people material only, money only, then we are the people who you understand the law of causality. Okay, we all understand law of causality. Okay, so if a people, so according to the law of causality, you see that people who are at their worst, okay, they lack all of the good merit, balanced merit completely. Yeah, so if they are attracting difficult lifestyle, okay, they living a poor lifestyle because they lack good merit and they lack balanced merit, or because they have too much bad merit. That's why they align with a poor living style. So if we help them in terms of material, then obviously we have more good merit. So we bring our good merit to help them. Okay, and if we use our good merit to help them, how can they pay us back? Okay, when we help them, they are in debt to us. Okay, but then they have no value to help us, to value to bring it to us, so they can only receive. But they already lack, or don't have good merit, balanced merit, and if they continue to receive, right, then some people, they have enough still have enough good merit to receive, but some people, they have to borrow good merit from somewhere to receive what we give to them. Okay, so therefore, and they already in debt, and they in debt even more. So with the rich people, the well-off people, sometimes they think that it's good to give the poor money, right? If we looking at it in terms of if we're looking at it in another way, then yes, the rich people, when they give money to the poor, they accumulate more good merit. Okay, and they can resolve the problem, the current problem for the poor, but then the poor people, they do not have enough good merit to give back to the people who give to them, right? They have no value to bring to the world. Okay, if luckily those people receive good deeds and they be grateful about it, then they can accumulate some good merit. Okay, they can do something which is called heart offering. But if they receive it and they take it for granted, they receive all of the offerings and they take it for granted, then they, okay, and they think that, oh, every year they give us this money, and they give us this money, we're just receiving it, we don't know who giving us, there's no point to be grateful about it. Okay, then that's the worst, that even worse. Okay, and those people, anyone actually pointed out to them, who's gonna point it out to them, who's gonna show them all the moral philosophy, all the right, appropriate perspective to live in life. Okay, they receive from all the offerings, and then later on they're gonna fight each other to get some more. Okay, they want to receive more. Therefore, if we continue to help people in terms of competency and perspective, then the people who be able to inconvenience some people will be able to accumulate more good merit. Okay, right. But at the beginning, we have to help people materially. We have to help people in order to live, pass through a day. Okay, so in order to do heart offering the right way, we have to help people money and material if at that time they really need it, and then you helping them with competency in order for them to be able to earn the living, and then helping them to have the perspective so they know what is mentality. Okay, so people start creating value for society. Otherwise, if they keep sitting there and receive all the time, then I never see anyone who keep receiving in their life getting any better. I mean, those people who in their worst time, and they need help, and they get help, then they can overcome that difficult time, and then they can rearrange their life to get better. And once they get better, they can pay it back, right? And then their life, the better their life gets, the more they can pay back. Right, so if we go and help people, and as a mentor, we need to understand deeper in terms of good merit and balanced merit. Okay, those people who can help people, the peak of body offerings is giving people perspective, life perspective. Okay, therefore, I'm sharing this with you, so we understand the peak of body offering. I have received a peak of body offerings in my life before. Before I met our teacher in the past, my life is in unfavorable, undesirable, and I'm lacking money. I'm owning a lot of money. My body, my health is very bad. I couldn't even stand up. It's difficult for me to walk around, and I was out of the political system. I didn't work in political system anymore, so I stopped working there, and I didn't have anyone close to me. I did not have a husband. I did not have anyone really close to me. So the inside and the outside, I was damaged. So the moment that I met our teachers, I was at my worst, and I really need help back then. So when I met teachers, okay, and I came into his house, I walked into his house and asked him for help. Then did you know what he gave me? He gave me the opportunity to stay at his house. Whatever he eat, I'll eat. I do not need to pay money. But it's wonderful. He's wonderful in terms of that. He gave me the minimals. Okay, there is no special care or anything. All right, I was sick, but at mealtime I need to join in to help preparing the food and the washing up afterward. Okay, even though my health was as my worth. Okay, so thầy help materially very minimals. Help material in terms of minimal, and okay, because the thing is that back then I didn't have any good merit. How can I pay him back, right? And fortunately for me, he teaching the inner being class, and I have so much time in my hands, so I joined the class and learn. And while I'm learning, I receive a new perspective, and I understand that why when the teachers dealing with me that way, he actually respect me, not look down on me. I mean, with people who don't know and acknowledge, they may feel bad, they may feel that they've been looked down, they may feel that okay. Okay, so with material, teacher been giving me very minimals, and he didn't let anyone take care of me or anything. I just have to self-care, take care of myself, and then eventually I have this life perspective, and then I choose to continue to live. Then teachers help me to have competency. So I was sick a lot and I couldn't do anything much. So he gave me the task of being an MC in the Zoom. So MC in the wedding, MC. Okay. Oh, so back then people have MC for wedding, MC for a party, but no one have MC for Zoom. And teachers give me a new job of being an MC for Zoom. So that time all of the student, so I was talking to students in Zoom from 7 to 8 o'clock, and then teacher will share with everyone between 8 to 9. Okay, so he gave me opportunity to be an MC in his inner being class, in his health class. Okay. So the time that I talk to people roughly close to the amount of the teacher talk to people, or even more. Okay, so he gave me the competency, the competency of talking to people. And every time teacher talk to everyone, okay, before he talk, he goes sharing, I get talking to people. So after I being an MC, I sit next to our teacher to observe everything going on that he managed in the Zoom. He talked to people, he dealing with everything else, text messages, everything coming in. And so I was accompanying him for about 10 consecutive inner being class. And he has given me material, competency, perspective, all of that, and that saved my life, because he know clearly that I need to accumulate good merit in order to transform my life. And no one else can do that for me apart from myself. So lucky for me that when I accompany him, I be able to learn all of this knowledge, all of this perspective. Okay, otherwise, you know, a stranger, okay, have you ever thought that a stranger would take on someone would take on a stranger and let that person living in the house, giving them food to eat, giving them all the basics needs, provide all the basic needs? I mean, when I making money, I start giving money to his wife, and she refused to take it. Okay, so she told me that just keep that money for myself. And I feel so bad. I mean, I'm a stranger. I'm not their family, their relative, not even his student, not even his team or anything, his work or anything. But I live in his house, eating his food, and didn't even pay him a penny. And one day he called me out and told me that, no, Jimin, you live in my house, do you feel bad about it? That you don't contribute anything? And I said to him that, no, I don't mind. And he said that, oh, if you don't mind, then continue to live here. Okay, but if you mind about it, then it's best you should leave. Okay, because so the meaning of it is that if I don't mind living there, then the fact that I'm living there, he accumulating good merit. But if I mind, I feel bad, I feel terrible inside of me, I have negative energy inside of me because I'm living there, and then he accumulate bad merit, right? Then he form bad merit, so that's no good for him. So I told him that no, I don't mind to live here at all, because inside of me I commit to myself that there's no other ways. There must be someone help me to go through this difficult time of my life, because there's nowhere else for me to go. I mean, I want to die, but I couldn't kill myself. I've had planned to die, but I couldn't manage to kill myself. So there must be someone helping me to go through this difficult period of time in my life, and there's no other way that I could do at that time. And I accept his help. I accept his charity. I mean, in the past, no one can help me because my ego is so huge. I wouldn't accept anyone help at all. And I used to have no money, but I went to Japan quite a lot. I love that country. And one of the teachers I was learning with, she told me that she can help me. And she gave me the money. She lent me the money to go to Japan. And I was crying. Okay, crying. I was crying when she gave me the money. So I was crying. I mean, if I crying because I was emotionally moved and touched, then that's great. But I didn't cry because I was emotionally moved and touched, but I cried because I was embarrassed, I feel humiliated, I feel disgraced, I feel ashamed of myself, that why did I let myself go into this position of receiving people money to live, to continue to live, to getting people money. People have to give him money, right? So lucky for me that I went to live at his house and learning all of the knowledge of good marriage, balanced marriage. And then when he asked me that do I mind living at his house and paying nothing, then I said I didn't mind. So I understand that what he means is that I should continue to stay here and receive and utilize, receive all the good merit first. Okay, basically borrow good merit from somewhere and then I can pay it later on. So at that time, teacher gave me the material competency perspective, and that helped me to transform completely. Okay, so he's giving materially that create value into my life. Okay, so if you go and do charity work and do good deed helping people, and if you give material to give money, that's good. But if you use your knowledge and share it to people in order to give them a competency, to give them a new perspective, a new life perspective, that means you are at the peak of space offering, and that means you really love people. Okay, otherwise, and that will help you to accumulate good merit. With the people who receive what you give, they receive, if they continue to receive it, they have to pay for it. Okay, we know that is the law of causality. When we receive something, we have to pay for it. Okay, so we have to pay for something. If we have good merit, then we pay with our good merit. But if we don't have, then what else can we pay, right? So the people who receive good deeds all the time, they have nothing to pay. And when teacher helped me, he didn't think that he helping me, but he told me that he need me come over to help him, and he keep telling me that without I'm being here, he couldn't be able to do any of this. I'm being here, he wouldn't be able to start all the mentor programs or the entrepreneur program and everything, right? So I wasn't scared of anything. I wasn't feel confused about anything. I just go ahead and do what needed to be done. And if anything that I don't know what to do, I will ask him directly, how should I do it? Okay. But before that, I will research. I will find a way to do it first. And if I got stuck, I couldn't be able to go ahead, be able to do it anymore, I would tell him directly that okay, I have found multiple ways to do it already, but now I'm stuck and I cannot find any way. Please help me. And then he will help me. So basically, he's giving me body offering, but in on the surface, it looks like I'm giving him the body offering. Okay, so that's why teacher often tell us that we need to talk to influence people awareness. Okay, so I was learning inner being because I'm learning inner being class at that time as worst time of mine. Okay, and then I can pay it back for him, because otherwise I feel so bad that I couldn't pay back to him. So a participant asked that this is right. So this is a retirement. There's a participant asked that if he go to the retirement home, there is old people there, so he can only body offering in terms of material, right? And government said, no, in the retirement home, you can do even more. There's a lot of young people. They arrange their time once a month. They go to retirement home, nursing home. They are helping all the old people. They take the elderly outside to care for them, taking them out for a walk, playing with them, having fun with them. Okay, so they helping them to enjoy a new life. Okay, so whatever they have, that is their experience that a person have to go through 80 to 90 years. Okay, and they gonna give the elderly the opportunity to pass down their knowledge to the next generation, right? Okay, so remember, if you have a heart to help the elderly, okay, the elderly, then we call those elderly is các bé in with, right? So remember to tell them that, okay, you have the experience that we have to live 80 to 90 years in order to have it. Now, if you can pass down what you already have, okay, we will be very appreciate that. Okay, then they're gonna be so happy, and they're gonna keep telling you of the stories that they have been through, and they can continue to tell those story over and over again for like, let's say, a whole year, and they still haven't finished all of the story. Okay, so they have gone through war time, difficult time, up and down in doing their business and stuff like that in their life, right? So you need to switch your perspective that the elderly is useless. Okay, the elderly is useless, and why they go to retirement home. Don't think that. They have a lot of good merit, too much that they go into live in a retirement home. Okay, and they live in those retirement home with the people with similar age, and at that time they have a lot of competency, ability to talk. If you can go there to help them, then help them to do speech offering. Okay, and if they talk all of the good words, then they can continue to live, they can continue to accumulate good merit. Okay, and if like you can gather all the young people, go into retirement home and listen to the elderly to share their life experience, to give speech offering, right? Then then that will help them to live longer. So change your perspective on elderly, on old people, okay, on the senior. And if you talk to them for a while, they will tell you that your life now is much better than them. Their life back then was so difficult, so much suffer. Let me share you a secret. That's why the wisdom of the elders is very good. In few years ago, I watched a document, the real document, Japanese document, okay, and in Japan, they call elderly is the life treasure. It's life treasure. So they put them in a museum and taking care of them very well, right? Because we have to live for 80, 100 years in order to have those experience, have those life experience. So therefore, in Japan, they take care of those people just like a life treasures. Okay. So if you switch your perspective and get acquainted, get close to those elderly, taking care of them, be true to them, really care for them, then maybe they will even pass down their inheritance to you. Okay, right. And someone asked why did cô Minh went to Japan, right? Cô Minh said, if we're looking at on the surface, I want to go there to work, but in reality, I didn't want to die back then. But I didn't want to live either. I didn't want to live, but I couldn't die. Okay, so I want to try to go to a different country to see if there was any different from what the current world I'm living in. So that years I was 89 years old, and it's funny that when I went to work, there's an opportunity for me to go to Japan. But it was funny that at that age, people don't really give their staff, a company don't really give their staff an opportunity to go to work overseas, but I had a chance to do that, and I decided I wanted to go to see the new whole world, to see if it's any different from the current world that I'm living in. Okay, so then after I come back from Japan, I go straight to our teacher house. So I stayed in Japan for a whole year, and then I go straight to our teachers, and thầy Vũ told me to go to the hospital to take a CT scan, and then come back. So the day that I received the letter to stop my employee, right, I at the same time that the Chinese word happened, something. The year that I have a greatest operation of my life is it's very special. 2014 is the year that I have that is the year that I stopped working in the military school, military academy. And that's in the year that I also have the greatest operation, the biggest operation of my life. Right, and then when I recover, after recovering, then I just go around for 4 years, and then 2018 I went to 2008 I went to Japan, and the November the 3rd, 2011, I start learning inner being class. Okay. And participants said that dear teachers, I haven't had family yet, and my parents worry about me. Have I accumulated or have I formed bad merit? Comment said yes, a lot of bad merit. Okay. Later on, when you go to learn the fulfill awareness of marriage, then you will know, you will understand why. Okay. And someone asked, why did I know that is the teacher house to get there? Comment said, no, I didn't know that is our teacher house. I know teacher T.K.Vũ, I know thầy T.K.Vũ, I know thầy T.K.Vũ is good with bond tendons, with body fixtures, and I know thầy Vũ coi drill. I asked them whether I could stay with them because I got bad bonds and so yeah, I asked them if I can stay with them because I have musculoskeletal disorders, right? Musculoskeletal disorder, bệnh cơ xương khớp. musculoskeletal disorder. Yes, I have a musculoskeletal disorder, so can I go and stay with them, because otherwise it's very difficult for me to keep going backward, forward for treatment. And that's how that coach said, okay. And then because they stay in the house without teacher, they stay without teachers, and I didn't know that. So our teacher house had 4 floors back then, okay, and a bunch of people living in there. So when I went there, I didn't know, okay. And Coach said, told me to go home, pack up my clothes, go to right. Okay, and my bone, I got thầy Vũ said that I have sleep disc in my skeleton. Okay. I have a herniated disc. So she have a herniated disc in her skeleton. Right. Tắc vì đi đệm. Right. So then they let me stay, and then they introduced me to teacher wife, cô Hiến, but she didn't know who is me, who am I, and she told me to come and stay, and when I come there to stay, I realized that there's a bunch of people living in their house, not just me, and I see there was thầy Hoàng Sơn, thầy Phụng, thầy Trúc, cô Ngọc Triều, thầy Khắc Vũ, thầy Lê Minh Chánh, Nhật Anh at that time still studying in Finland, and a bunch of other people you don't know. Those people, he nurtured them to work, to build up the technology company, because he has a technology company back then, and so he's and a bunch of friends, his brother and sister, they come from the south of Vietnam, and they want to go to the city to work, to earn a living in a better life, to have a better life in the city. So they all go there and gather together. Right. So if we give offerings, body offering, then sometimes we offer the material, competency, and perspective, right? Okay. Let's say, for example, we talk about helping people in retirement home, in nursing home, right? In retirement home, then you can not just helping them with material, but you can help them many things, because we have a saying that when you are young, you don't understand a lot of things, but when you no longer young, then when you understand things already, life already. When you're young, you don't understand life, but when you understand life already, you're no longer young, right? So we only, our age only determined, okay? We can only get old when we stop all our dream and stop all our learning. It's not determined by your age, okay? We only be old when we stop growing, stop learning, stop growing, okay? And there's a lot of story about billionaires that they started their life again in the 60s years of age, right? And then they get rich by the time they 70, 80 years of age, or like Elon Musk's mother, for example. She's still is the model nowadays as her 80, 90 years of age. Okay, so the person really get old when they stop learning, stop growing, stop creating value to society. Okay, your physical age only for the government to count how old are you, right? And that's why sometimes we heard that the saying that some people die at the age of 25 and they got buried at the age of 37, right? So by the time of 25, they already died inside. They couldn't even create any value for society. They just lived through past day by day without any meaning at all. But there's some people at the end of their life, they still create a lot of value for society. Okay, if you notice, the old people, they go back to their younger self, like toddler self, and they get sulky, they get angry, just like a kid. So if you want a different life at the end of a different you live one it differently at the end of your life, then today you understand about the reference system of good merit, balanced merit, then start applying 7 offering in our life, just like we breathe. Okay, and we be able to accumulate good merit, balanced merit, and then at our old age we have value. At our old age we can help people. At our old age we can create so much for society. So the old people, they have all of their good merit, they have already used up. And that's why they fall into that situation. I have collected a series of videos of people who between age of 90 to 100, 110, they wear beautiful clothes, they walk straight, they do a lot of things for society. Okay, so in the past, people often tell us that let's get married, otherwise by the time you get old, no one taking care of you, right? Okay, that is okay. In folk terms, they often said that. I often had heard that people told me to get married. Okay, so I got someone to take care of me when I get old. So I told them that no, I'm not living until I'm old. And if I live a long time, then I will become a rich elder person. Okay, I will never be single, an old single woman. Okay, and you know, in the past I have too much ego, and that's why I said that. But nowadays I don't dare to say that anymore. Okay, right, and you know, thinking about being old and doing nothing for society at all. Okay, and because I keep telling myself, back then I keep telling myself that, oh my goodness, by 40 years of age and unable to do anything, that doesn't really need to live anymore. It's a waste of time to live. And that's because I talk like that. So my life's working in a way, law of causality working in a way that make my life miserable. And by the time I get to 40, I just want to live. Okay, so now I change my perspective, and you know, I just live normal life nowadays, and whatever is come is come. I just go with the flow. Okay, and honoring gratitude every single day that I live. I do not dare to have my ego jump on top of me. Right. So remember today that we learned about body offering. If you giving, then you give material competencies perspective and make it balanced for the people who receive it, who receive our good deeds. So I'm honoring gratitude to our teachers because he's giving body offering, who giving offerings to us in the best way. So whatever he can do, I can do for him. I do my best to do everything that he gave it to me, and people told him that why don't he make me his assistant? And then he said that there's not much to do to become an assistant, right? So often you give me a call and say that I'm so busy. I'm so busy, but and if everyone tell me, tell teachers that why didn't he make me become an assistant? And he told them that there's not much for me to do. Okay, so he's not gonna make me his assistant or anything. You know why did he say that? Do you know why? Okay, he said that because I don't have enough good merit, so I need to accumulate more good merit in order for my life to change. Okay, and in order for my life to change, when I accumulate enough good merit, and when I create so much value, okay, in order to change my life, okay, and my life haven't get any better, so there no one coming into should replace what I'm doing right now. Okay, right, and let's talk a little bit more here. The in terms of the orders that we help people, right? The orders that we help people. Firstly, we go into help people who need us. Okay. Firstly, we go into help people who need us. Okay. Talk about the order of helping people. We help people close to us. Okay. People close to us. Okay. People who need us. Okay, and people who honoring gratitude. People who honoring gratitude. People who our benefactors. People who our benefactors. Okay. And this is the orders. Okay. The orders of helping people. Okay. The people close to us, people who need us, people who are honoring gratitude, people who's our benefactors. So this is the orders that we're going to prioritize to help the people close to us, people who need us, people who are honoring gratitude, people who's our benefactors. So as first, when people need us, they will express outside that they need our help. It's very convenient for us to help them because they're willing to receive. So this shows very clearly with the mentor. After you learning, you're willing to share this knowledge. But when you share this knowledge, people do not want to listen. And when people only want to listen when they need it. So how do we do? We need to activate. We need to activate their hidden need, their latent need. Okay, and by telling. Okay, and let's say you can activate the need, and you have to be a person who really attractive in order for people to see, in order to activate their need. Let's say they're gonna ask you, how can you be so joyful, so healthy, so beautiful? Okay, and then when you share this knowledge, they will take it in very simple. Okay, otherwise if you share this knowledge to your family, your friend, your loved one, they do not want it, they do not need it. Okay, and we do not know how to activate their latent needs, their hidden needs, because they do not need it. Okay, and if you walk around and you see that, oh, these people, why their life so poor, let's help them to learn in a being class, so their life can get better, right? And we go and tell them, and they scold us because we see that they need it, but they themselves don't really see that they need it at all. Okay, therefore offerings, then prioritize offerings for people who close to us, okay, who need us, people who need us. Oh, sorry, people who need us first. Sorry, the others. Let me rewrite the others. Who need us first, people who need us first. Okay, let's rewrite the order. Apologies. So first, people who need us. So the order, we need to help people, we need to offer for people who need us first. People who need us. Okay, and then it will be people close to us. Okay, and next is will be people who honoring gratitude. And lastly, people whose are benefactors. Okay, so this is the orders of helping people. There's a story in the tsunami, in a flood, great flood. There's and he was in the situation where he needs to save either his wife or his daughter. Obviously, as a father, he had to save all of them. But in his situation, the flood goes so quick, so fast, so strong that he couldn't save them all as one, and he saved his wife. He saved his wife instead of his daughter. And then afterward, after it's all passed, then a reporter came and asked him, why did he save his wife? Why didn't he save his daughter? Okay, if he lost a wife, he can marry someone else. But he lost a child, then you have no order to replace her. Okay, and the man said that no, I didn't pick and choose who to save, but at that moment I only have enough time to save my wife who's closer to me. Okay, and my child was so far away, I couldn't reach there on time, so I was planning to save all of them, but I couldn't get there on time, so I have to save my wife who's closer to me first. Okay, so that is the meaning of it. We offer to people who close to us is more convenient. Okay, and there's another meaning. So the people who we have close knit relationship, then we help them. Okay, those people who have close knit relationship, like our parents, our husband, our children, we offering them first, because we contain them, we hold them in our heart, right? So we be patient, perseverance in terms of helping them. So we help people who need us, we help people who close to us, and we help people who close to us. We can give offerings, eyes offering, right? So there's a people who help everyone else outside in society, but they do not help people who close to them. That's a pity, right? Okay, and we help people who honoring gratitude. So the people who honoring gratitude, that is heart offerings. Yeah, that's heart offering. So heart offering, that's a very benefit. Okay, a person who often honoring gratitude, then other people will often help them, because in terms of energy, the person who honoring gratitude, they often they align their energies with the people who often do body offerings, people who often giving through acts of kindness, right? They say the energy that attract all of the goodness. Yeah. So if we observe a person often honoring gratitude, everyone, we like to help them, right? We don't know, sometimes we don't know why we like to help them, but in terms of energy, because this is the energy that align with all the goodness. Okay, and lastly, we help people who's our benefactors. Okay, and these people is who are benefactors, which means they used to help us in the past. We are our benefactors, so they help us in the past. So if we unable to help them materially, we can help them something else. We help to pick up their kids, take them from school to home. We help to do shopping when they're busy or something. Okay, and so these are the orders of helping people when we offerings. Okay, and there is a term and if when we help people, then we should do offerings with the mentality of do good without expecting anything in return, do a good deed without seeking reward, helping others without expecting repayment, do good and expect nothing in return. Okay, do good and expect nothing in return. Right, so we have the term. So because we understand the law of causality, so whatever we can help people, we go and help. Yeah, so this is a term, do good and expect nothing in return. Expect no do good without expecting anything in return. Do help others without expecting anything. Do good and expect nothing in return. Okay. Do good and expect nothing in return. Do good and expect nothing in return, which means we do good deeds, we do good things, but we expect no one repay it to us. Okay, then we don't need to look at this order. Okay, whatever you can do, just do it. We can do it whether people know or don't know about it. And if all the mentor can do good and expect nothing in return, then that is great. Because with what we need to do is we need to body offering, just like we breathe. So we give to other people, whether they receive it or not, it doesn't matter. If they receive it, okay, whether they receive it or not, it doesn't matter, because our job is do good deeds, do good thing anyway. But obviously, in reality, how can we do all of this, right? Then we will arrange it, and we arrange it in order. So we prioritize those who need us, and then people who close to us, and then the people who are honoring gratitude, the energies that we spontaneously want to help anyway. And the people who's our benefactor, obviously we have to repay it to them. That is the moral philosophy already. Okay, so there's someone said that she has been doing good and expecting nothing in return for like 7 years already. So if we can do 7 offerings like we breathe, then it's just like we do good and expect nothing in return already. Because whoever we meet, we will face offering, eyes offering, speech offering, heart offering, space offering, body offering. So body offering is the obvious thing, because it is the act of kindness. Right? We act. And we, as a mentor, when we share this knowledge to others, then we talk to others, we talk to influence people awareness, and we need to explain this clearly about good merit, balanced merit. Okay, and then people gonna ask you that when they do good deed and no one know about it, would they accumulate good merit? Then you can answer it, and then they can ask us that if we go and help people and they are arguing about our help, then what should they do and things like that. We can explain to them by understanding this clearly. Right. Okay. So as a mentor, you need to share this knowledge to others. Okay, and that's why I've shared this in a deeper level, so you can understand it right in order to answer to people. Okay, so if you can do good and expect nothing in return, then as human natures, we offer acts of kindness for so many people, right? And whether they pay it back, return it or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, and tomorrow we will continue with the last offering, that is the position offering. Okay, right, thank you very much for listening, and see you in the next session. Okay. Oops. Bye bye.